Okay, class, good afternoon. Welcome to the review of linear equations and linear inequalities. And so as you see, kung ano yung sinend ko sa inyo na materials, ito lang din yung i-discuss ko. So instead of just discussing it synchronously, asynchronous na lang tayo. Record ko na lang siya and then upload to sa YouTube. Okay? So allow me to read the content. Linear programming problems, especially by graphical method, involve linear equations and linear inequalities. So that's we're going to devote now this discussion for the review of linear equations and linear inequalities. Okay, so inequalities, like equations, are functions expressed in mathematical form. A distinction between the two is that kapag equations or kapag linear equations ang pinag-uusapan natin, the symbol that you will see is the equal sign. On the other hand, kapag inequalities, yung symbol naman natin is inequality symbols such as ito, less than, greater than or more than dito, less than or equal to, and then more than or equal to, or kaya ay greater than or equal to. Okay, so similar to that of equations, inequalities are also used in solving business problems. Thus, this include such problems requiring minimization and maximization. So, in class, So, basically, i-review lang naman natin itong linear equations and linear inequalities bago tayo mag-proceed dun talaga sa topic, which is the linear programming. Ayan, okay? Ayan, so pagpasensyahan nyo na yung visual aid ko, low cost. Ay, wait lang, lumalabas yung zoom ko na lang. Ayan. Paano ba to? Ay, wala. I don't know kung nakikita to. Sige, bahala na. Paano ba? Okay. So, for the first discussion, we have the linear equations in one variable. So, let me read it. A linear equation in one variable is one variable. Ulit. Linear equation in one variable can be written in the form ax plus b equals 0, where a and b are real numbers with a not equal to 0. To solve an equation of this form is to find the value of variable x that makes the statement true. So, yan. Ano lang to class, no? So, in here, one variable pa lang tayo, kaya x lang yung nakikita natin. And then, yung way to solve it is just like shown here, no? Solve natin siya. Another thing to remember pala, no? Itong x, ito yung tinatawag din nating dependent variable. Kumbaga kasi siya yung value na hinahanap natin in solving the equation. Okay? So for example, number 1, we have here 6x plus 4 equals 46. So we just have to solve the value of x as shown here. So ayan, another ano lang muna ha. Since this is this discussion is like this, so right away naka-show na sa inyo. It's just ini-explain ko na lang siya. Unlike if we're going to do it face to face, no, we can solve it as if wala pa yung solution. So ayan, so allow me to discuss it. Ayan, so ganun lang naman, we just have to find the value of x. So yung normal na ginagawa dito is minumove natin, pinagsasama-sama natin yung pare-pareho. So in this case, yung positive 4, we have to ano daw word doon? Nililipat natin siya sa kabila para magsama siya ng 46. Siyempre, since positive 4 siya sa left side of the equation, once transferred or once inlipat natin siya sa right side of the equation, yung sign niya nagbabago. So therefore, from positive 4, nagiging negative 4 na siya. Kaya 6x equals 46 minus 4. Then proceed natin, magiging 42 na lang siya. Then we have 6x equals 42. So, ganyan, divide mo lang yung 6x by 6 and then yung 42 divide mo by 6. Then we can find the value of x as 7. Ayan. So, to check if our answer is correct, you just substitute the value of x to 7. Whereas, if we're going to do it here, we multiply 7 to 6, which is 42, plus 4, 46. So through that process, you're going to find out naman if your answer is correct. So check mo siya kaagad. Okay? So we have here example number 2. 7x plus 4 equals 4 times x plus 7. So dito, unlike on the first example, no, whereas ano na agad siya, okay na agad yung presentation. Pero dito, medyo mas siya, mahaba. Kaya yung proseso natin dito is ano lang muna. We have to multiply muna itong yung right side of the equation. As you see here, no, ay we multiply x plus 7 sa 4, then we're gonna have 4x plus 28. Ayan, so magiging ano na siya, ganito sa second line. And then pagsamahin natin yung mga may variable tsaka yung mga wala. So yung positive 4, lipat natin sa right side of the equation, kaya naging negative 4 siya. And then yung 4x naman, from the right side of the equation, ilipat natin siya sa left side of the equation, kaya naging negative 4x siya. So yun. So we have here 7x minus 4x equals 28 minus 4. And then, ang kasunod is, ano na siya, 3x equals 24. Then we have to find the value of x by dividing the both side of the equation by 3. So we're going to get 8 as the value of x. So ganun lang din. You substitute the value of x to 8, pwede magiging ano siya dito. 7 times 8 is 56 plus 4, that is 60. Right? And then on the other side of the equation, that would be x is 8. So 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 times 4, 60. So lalabas dyan, pag chinek mo is 60 equals 60. Okay? So tama naman siya. Okay, so lastly, we go to example number 3, which is x plus 3 minus x over 3 equals x over 3. Yan. So, ayan, no. Habang, syempre, ganun naman, no. Habang tumatagal, pinapakita natin yung lahat ng mga possible equations. Syempre dito, hindi nawawala yung ganito, yung mga fractions, no. So, ganun lang din yung pagsosolve. So, kaya nga siya review kasi, ang expectation, this topic has been known to you already. Pero again, since this topic is quite complicated, kaya nare-review natin. Ayan. So, ang rule lang naman dito, kapag ganitong fraction, is we have to convert it first as a whole number. Or, I mean, katulad nitong mga unang dalawang example. So, we're going to do that by multiplying both sides of the equation dun sa denominator. And as you see, luckily in this example, we have a denominator of 3 for both sides of the equation. Kaya to simplify it, we just have to multiply this equation here by 3 on both sides. Ayan. So, ganun lang siya. Yung, eto, nakikita nyo naman sa pangalawang line. And then, how to do that? We multiply 3 by x, we have 3x. And then, itong 3 minus x over 3, pag multiply mo yan ng 3 na whole number, kakancel out mo lang yung denominator. Tsaka yung ito. So, mariretain lang yung 3 minus x. Kaya andyan siya. On the right side of the equation, ganun lang din siya. X over 3 times 3, ay di cancel out mo yung 3, kaya x lang yung natira. Then from here, naging ano na siya. 3x plus 3 minus x equals x. So, we move x, ito, sa kabila, and then we move naman this 3 here on the right side of the equation. Kaya ganito yung naging ano niya, itsura niya. Naging 3x minus x equals negative 3. So, therefore, the value of x is negative 3. Ayan. So, i-ano lang din natin yan, i-check lang din natin yan. So, ang lalabas naman dyan is, tatama naman yan. Mahirap lang siyang i-discuss ng online. Pero sige, gawin natin for the sake of discussion. Let's assume that x is negative 3. So, in here, sa left side of the equation, that's going to be negative 3 plus 3 minus x dito. So, ito muna ang unang nating isolve. Itong x na to is negative 3, di ba? So, kung negative 3 siya, tapos mayroong sign dito na negative, so double negative yun, kaya magiging positive. So, therefore, it's going to be 3 plus 3. Yeah, 3 plus 3 over 3. So that is 6 over 3, which is 2. So meron tayo ditong negative 3 plus 2. So that is negative 1. On the right side of the equation, we have here x as negative 3. So this is negative 3 over 3, which is also negative 1. So pag chinek nyo to, it's going to be negative 1 equals negative 1. Okay? Ayan. Alright? Ayun. So, hopefully quick lang to. Pero parang nakakailang minuto na. Ayan, class, ano? So that's the discussion for linear equation in one variable. One variable lang siya kasi we only have x as the variable. Okay, so proceed ako. Proceed tayo sa kasunod, which is the linear equation. Hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo to. I'm not sure. Zoom kasi yung gamit ko. Ayan. Zoom ko ulit. Ayan. So our next discussion is linear equations in two variables. Allow me to read this. Linear equation in two variables is in the form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are constants, and a and b should not be equal to 0. Okay, the solution of linear equation in two variables is the set of points on a line that satisfies the given equation. This can be done by assigning values for x and solving the corresponding values of y, or by finding the intercept. Ayan. So, class, paki-take note dito itong tinatawag nating intercept method. Okay? Ayan, intercept method. So, how to solve this example using the intercept method? So, ganito lang, naka-display naman. So, we have the equation of 5x plus 3y equals 15. So, using the intercept method, we assume we give a temporary value for x as 0 and also for y as 0. Ayan. Okay, so let's proceed, no? So let's assume that x is 0, and then we solve the equation. Now 5x plus 3y equals 15. So it's going to be 0 plus 3y equals 15. And then divide both sides of the equation by 3. Then we have y equals 5. Then for that one, for x-intercept, ito na siya. 5, 0. Wait lang. No, ito yung sunod natin eh. Ito pala siya. Dito sa sunod natin na let x equal 0, ito siya. Kasi diba, yung ganitong coordinate, this is x and y. So x is 0, y is 5. Okay. Then let's do it to the, for y naman, let's assume y as 0, so it's going to be 5x plus 0 equals 15. Then we divide both sides of the equation by 5, then we're going to have x equals 3. Ayun. Okay. So mali pala itong mali pala itong example dito. So using, sige class, paki-take note ito ha. Ayan. So we assume the value of y as 0. Ito siya. So therefore, x is 3. It should be 3. Okay. So 3, 0, and then 0 and 5. Ayan. So now, ayan. Ito na ngayon Ito na. Once we have the coordinates na 3 and 0, tsaka 0 and 5, we're going to plot these coordinates into our Cartesian plane. So, ayan, Cartesian plane tayo. Just a review, ano ba yung Cartesian plane? So, ito yan. Ang Cartesian plane natin, ito yan. Itong x and y intercept. Let me read the definition here now. In mathematics, the Cartesian plane is defined as a two-dimensional coordinate plane which is formed by the intersection of the x-axis, itong horizontal line, and the y-axis, itong vertical line. Ayan, okay? So, yun yung ating Cartesian plane. And then, the x-axis and y-axis, itong gitna natin, where x-intercept and y-intercept, this x-axis and y-axis intercept perpendicularly, ang tawag natin dito is origin, in which the value of x and y is 0. Ayan, ito yan, yung gitna na yan. Alright, so that's a review of Cartesian plane for you. Now, let's plot our solution. So, ito na class, no? Ang value natin is 3 and 0, tsaka 0 and 5. So, ganun lang naman siya. So, kung ipa-plot natin, puna itong 3 and 0. So, yung first number is x. So, therefore, dito mo siya hanapin sa horizontal line. So, 3 daw siya. So, we give the assigned values for this. Ayan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nandito siya. Nandito yung, itong part na to. I don't know kung kita yung arrow or yung cursor. So, dito sa line na to, nandyan yung 3. And then, yung 0 naman, y is 0. Kaya ito siya. Nandito yung 0 na y. Nandito yung 3 na x. Kaya, nandito yung point natin. On the other hand, same procedure naman dito sa 0 and 5. X is 0, andito siya. 5 is, y is 5, kaya andito yung point natin. So, yan. So, andito class yung ating dalawang point. Once na i-plot na siya, we're going to have to, tawag doon, yung guguhitan siya. Kumbaga, i-connect natin yung dalawang dot so we can create this solution set. Ayan. So, yung isang guhit na yan, let me read this, no? The points along the line, along this line, yung mga points dyan, comprise the solution set of the equation. Ayan. So, unlike in the linear equation in one variable, whereas meron tayong specific value for x, dito sa two variables, yung solution set natin is marami. In this specific example, yung solution set natin is all the points that comprise this line. Yan yung solution natin. So, sa mga activity natin, ganito lang yung gagawin ninyo. You're gonna have to create a Cartesian plane and then ipa-plot yung mga points. Okay. So, ganun lang siya. And another example here. Ayan, we have 2x minus 4 equals 2y plus 8. Ayan. So, as opposed to the first example, whereas ganito lang siya kasimple, no? Babalik tayo dito. Nasa kabilang side pa yung y. So, ilipat natin yung value niya. No? Kasi nga, sabi dito, yung kanyang form is ganito. Ax plus b equals c. Okay. So, how to do that? We just transpose 2y sa left side of the equation. Yung negative 4, transpose natin sa right side of the equation. We're going to get here 2x minus 2y equals 8 plus 4 is 12. So, 2x minus 2y equals 12. So, pwede pa natin siya ma-simplify by dividing the both sides of the equation by 2. Kaya yung pinaka-simplified na equation natin dito is x minus y equals 6. Okay. Punta tayo dito sa kasunod. Ito na siya. So, yung simplified natin is x, nasa na yun? Ayan. Wait lang. Bale, dito class, ang simplified natin dito na equation is x minus y equals 6. So, ngayon, just like what we did in the first example, we just have to use the intercept method in which we assign values to x and y as 0 para makuha natin yung value of the other yung another value sa coordinate. Okay? So, since x minus y equals 6 yung simplified natin, and then we assume the value of x as 0. So, madaling sabi, yung y natin is negative 6, and then yung isa naman, y equals 0, x is 6. Ayan. So, hindi na siya masyadong nag-solve, no? Pero, you can do it on your own naman. Yan naman yung lalabas natin na value. So, therefore, using the intercept method for this example, meron tayong coordinate na 6, 0, and 0 and negative 6. Just like in the first example, i-plot lang natin siya. Ayan. So, dito sa 6 and 0, andito siya. And then, as you notice here, no, since negative 6 yung y, kaya nandito tayo sa dito sa lower portion ng Cartesian plane, whereas y is negative, yung negative 6. So, therefore, pag kinonect natin yung dalawang points, ito yung solution set natin. Okay. So, hindi naman siya ganun complicated. Ayan. So, tapos na agad tayo sa sa linear equation into variables. Linear equations into variables. So proceed naman tayo dito sa system of linear equations. I believe last na to sa equation, inequality na yung kasunod. So after this one, I'm gonna have to cut muna and then upload ko to. So system of linear equations. Ayan. If you notice naman guys class, no, as we progress, mas complicated yung topic. Ayan. So let me read this system of linear equations. It is two or more linear equations with the same variables. So para siyang yung ano natin, linear equations in two variables, pero dito it could be two or more in a single example. Ayan, ganyan. Okay. The solution of a system of linear equations is the point of intersection of the lines representing the equation. So, actually, ganun lang din to class, no? Katulad ng solution ng pag-solve natin sa linear equations in two variables, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin ditong procedure. We're going to get the value of x and y, and then once may mga coordinates na tayo, ipa-plot natin sa Cartesian plane. And then, once we plotted it, makikita na natin yung solution set. Pero ang kaibahan dito, hindi na intercept method yung pag-solve natin. Ito na siya. Sabi dito, this can be determined algebraically or graphically. So the algebraic solution may be done by elimination or substitution. Ayan. So we have here an example. 2x plus y equals 4 yung equation 1 natin. And then equation 2 is x minus 2y equals 7. Ayan. So for this example, we're going to solve it by elimination method. Ayan. So paano ba yung elimination method? Ayan. So as you see in this example, ini-eliminate natin yung isang variable. In this case kasi, since 2y tsaka negative 2y, so mas madali siyang ma-eliminate. Diba? Ayan. So, dito sa example natin, basahin ko lang. The first equation, okay. The first equation is multiplied by 2, so that by adding the two equations, the y term in both equations will be eliminated. Okay, so let's go back to the original equations. Itong 2x plus y equals 4, and then x minus 2y equals 7. Ayan, pangani. Bali, as you see pala, no, hindi siya agad ma-eliminate kasi magkaiba ng mga real numbers yung may mga variables natin. So to do that, ang ginawa dito, itong first equation natin is we multiply it by 2. Kaya siya naging ganito. 2x times 2, 4x. Y times 2 is 2y. 4 times 2 is 8. Ayan, tsaka siya pinagsama dito. So sa elimination, pinapag-add lang natin, no? Pinapag-add natin yung dalawang equation. In this example, ina-add natin sila. The purpose here is to eliminate the other variable. Ayan, so in this example, let's proceed now. Since 2y and negative 2y when added is, 0 na to, magiging 0 siya. Kaya ang lumabas dito is 5x equals 15. Ayan, so take note, pinag-add natin. Siyempre, pag pinag-add natin yung positive at negative, and then same sila ng values, edi 0 na siya. And then yung usual natin, find the value of x, we have here x equals 3. Okay. Ayan. So, in this, ituloy natin yung proseso. Once we find the value of the first variable, in this case is x as 3, we have to substitute this one to the other equation. So this one, ginamit natin yung 3 sa first equation. Ang first equation natin is 2x plus y equals 4. Ayan. So, gamitin natin. X as 3. So, magiging 6 plus y equals 4. Then, in here, y equals 4 minus 6. And then, ultimately, y is equal to negative 2. Ayan. So, gusto ko sanang ipakita na isolve natin yung other equation naman. Sige. Hintay lang. Yan. Let me solve it lang. Gamitin natin yung x minus 2y equals 7. X minus 2y equals 7. I-substitute natin yung value ng x as 3. So it's going to be 3 minus 2y equals 7. Ay, hindi. X is 3 pala. Sorry. X is 3. So therefore, it's going to be 3. Tama pala. 3 minus 2y equals 7. And then, lipat natin siya. Magiging negative 2y equals 7 minus 3. So, magiging ano na siya? Negative 2y equals 4. So, we divide both sides of the equation by negative 2. So, therefore, y equals negative 2. Okay. Pareho lang din, class. Kahit gamitin mo itong first and second equation dito sa pag nakuha mo yung value ng x, kahit alin dyan yung gamitin mo, pareho lang yung lalabas. Negative 2. Ayan. Okay. Tuloy natin. So, the solution of equations 2x plus y equals 4 and x minus 2y equals 6 solved simultaneously is the point 3 and negative 2. Ayun. Okay. Ayun, class. No? So, dito naman sa kasunod, same ano siya? 2x plus y equals 4. Yeah. Ayan. So, same ano lang din to, same example, pero through the use of substitution method. Ayan. Pag naman substitution method, ang ginagawa dito is, yung isa sa dalawang equation is, iaano mo siya. Ganito. Kukunin mo yung, gagawa ka ng temporary value of the x. Actually, yun din man talaga yung value niya. It's just, ang ano natin dito is, mai-substitute natin siya. Mai-substitute natin yung value. Ayan. So, as you see here, no, yung first equation natin, pinasimplify natin siya into an x lang. Kaya lumalabas na yung x daw is 4 minus y over 2. So, ngayon, once makuha mo na itong value na to ng x, isa-substitute mo naman siya dun sa second equation. Ayan. So, x minus 2y equals 7. Ayan. So, medyo complicated siya, no? Pero, hindi, kasi fraction na siya, dumadami na yung mga nakikita natin. Pero kung tsatsagain mo naman siya, hindi naman siya mahirap. Ayan. So, gamitin natin, x minus 2y equals 7. Sinubstitute yung value ng x. Ito na siya. Ayan. So, in here, meron tayong denominator na 2. So, para matanggal, we multiply all these equations into 2, both sides of the equation. So, pag minultiply na to, tanggal lang to, magiging 4 minus y. Yung negative 2y, minultiply ng 2, magiging negative 4y. Yung 7, minultiply ng 2, magiging 14. Ayan. So, yeah, simple na siya ulit. Then, we just need to find the value of y. Ayan, negative 2. Ayan. So, ngayon, nakuha na natin yung value ng y as negative 2, which is the same dun sa negative 2 using elimination method. Okay. So, dito, proceed tayo sa next. Okay. Okay. So, ganun lang din, no? So, nakuha na natin yung value ng y as negative 2, ay di substitute na lang natin. Substitute na lang natin yung value ng y sa negative 2, in which ang nalabas na sagot is 3. So, same lang siya, no? So, whether you use elimination or substitution method, same lang yung solution set ng example natin. Okay, so, class ano lang naman to, no? Kung ano yung dinidiscuss natin dito, yun din yung magiging activity natin. Okay, so punta naman tayo sa graphical method. Okay. Oh, I just remember. Ayan. Medyo mahirap siyang i-view kasi picture siya. Ayan. So sabi natin kanina, dito sa system of linear equations, there are two ways to solve this. It can be done algebraically, which is itong elimination, tsaka substitution, at tsaka graphically. Ayan. So sa graphically class, so mali ako, no? So binabawi ko yung sinabi ko kanina na hindi na siya through the use of intercept method. Kasi sa graphical method, intercept method yun. Ayan. Ayan. So as you see here, no? By using the same example through graphical method, ito yung way natin. Ayan. So dito, 2x plus y equals 4. So we assume we give temporary value for x and y as 0. Kaya ang lalabas dyan is x is 2, then y is negative. Y is 4. On the other hand, on the second equation, ganung proseso din, we have a coordinate of 7 and 0, tsaka 0 and negative 3.5. Yeah, so just like in intercept method, in linear equations in two variables, i-graph lang natin siya. Ayan. So, sige, pagtagaan natin to. First is, ito muna. Dito muna sa unang equation. 2 and 0. So, x is 2, y and 0. So, ito yon. Ayan. Sana nakikita yung cursor. And then, we have 0 and 4. Ito yon. Ayun. So, bali class, itong patayo na to na guhit, yan yung solution set natin for first equation. And then we do the other equation, 7 and 0. Ayan. So, x is 7, y is 0, kaya ito siya. On the other hand, yung y-intercept natin is 0 and negative 3.5. X is 0, y is negative 3.5, so ito siya. So, ayun. So, ito naman siya. So, i-connect natin yung dalawang line, may dalawang guhit na tayo. So, ngayon, dito class, ang kaibahan nito sa linear equations in two variable is dalawa yung natin, dalawa yung pinlat natin. 'Di ba sa sa linear equations in two variables, ang solution set natin is yung buong line, at yung lahat ng points on that line. In this one, ang solution lang natin is the intersection of the two lines. In which case, and should be, is dapat ang maging intersection nitong dalawang natin, nitong mga coordinates is should be the same with the values that we get using substitution or elimination method, which is 3 and negative 2 also. Ayun. So, ngayon, ang challenge kasi dito class is yung tamang pag-graph. Kasi kapag yung mali yung distancing mo dito, 'di ba? Katulad dito, yung pag-number natin dito. Kaya dito, as I said, no, we're going to need graphing paper and a ruler para yung natin, pagdalagay natin ng values is tama yung spacing. Katulad nito, kung mapapansin nyo, no, yung spacing niyan, pare-pareho yan. Sasabihin natin 1 inch ang ang 1 inch ang haba per number. So 1 inch yan lahat. So ngayon, dun sa 3.5, that is in between 3 and 4. Kasi kapag hindi yan pantay-pantay, ang pag ninyo, hindi lalabas yung 3 and negative 2. Ayan. Okay? So yun lang yung paalala dyan. Make sure na kapag nag-number tayo sa Cartesian plane is tama yung space. Equal sila ng spacing. Okay? Okay, let's proceed. So, ayun class dito, the intersection of the lines at 3 and negative 2 is the solution of equations 2x plus y equals 4 and x minus 2y equals 7. So, let me check kung tapos na siya. Yeah. So, yun class, no? There are 3 topics for equations, linear equations. Tatlo siya. Linear equations in one variable, linear equations in two variables, tsaka system of linear equations. So, ayan. So, yun muna for this video, no? Isunod ko naman yung linear inequalities. And also, as I said in my post sa group chat natin, no, I will be posting the some activity related to this discussion. Okay, so bye for now. Nasaan na siya? Stop record.